Sun. Hello. Well, that's the way to start a live. Anyways, hola everyone, and welcome to my page. My name is Maria. If this happens to be your first time visiting, thank you so much for joining me today. If you're watching this part of the video as well, please don't forget to hit hashtag replay. This way I can get a notification from FB saying that you stopped by. So happy Sunday is what I meant to say. Anyways, so today we are going to be working on our Christmas book, our is it naughty or nice book, and we are going to be doing the drum. So in my page I posted a list of items that I am going to be using today for my drum, and if there's plenty of time, then we're going to move on to the toy sack and the bear. Hopefully there is enough time to do that. If not, then of course I'll come back in here next Sunday and finish it off, because there are other things that I do want to add, so hopefully there's plenty of time to do that. Hola Jamie, ¿cómo estás? Give me a minute while I can come in here and look for myself, and I saw someone else pass by, but it was too quick for me to catch who it was. So just bear with me for a minute. Hope you're all having a lovely Sunday. Let's see here. Was it Katie? Yes. Hola, hola Iris. Oh wow, you got my notification. Woohoo! And I totally forgot to say one thing. I had so many things. I actually even forgot to post the list, because I was going to do it earlier, and just out of nowhere it just popped in my head. I was like, oh my gosh, I got to do that quick. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today. Let me go ahead and share myself out, and then we can get started. And let's see how, ¿dónde estoy? Okay. So there I am. And okay, just bear with me for a minute. I am almost done. All right. Ah, yes. So we have to be happy. Okay. And I'm happy that you got in, that you're here with me today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me put this up here. Let me actually put it over here. This way I can see the comments. Sometimes they get stuck and I'm not able to see anything. All right, hopefully it won't fall from there. Okay, so like I said, today we're going to be working on the drum. So this is the box, and this is a paper mâché box that I got from the Dollar Tree. And of course I have extra ones, because whenever I do a craft, I don't throw the lids away. And I'm so happy that I did not, because this is what we're going to use for the drum. Now, I was thinking about adding, covering this up with foam sheet, but because the foam sheet is way too thick, it was really going to be hard to push that in there. I mean, I could have also just glued it on there like this, if you choose to do that. It'll be a little bit taller, but again, it's up to you if you choose to do that or not. Vamos a ver. Okay, so what we're going. Okay, I just got something. All right, so let me actually move my phone this way. Why does that keep popping up? Just bear with me for a minute. I'm sorry. Let me move this up. Put this here. Hola Helen, ¿cómo estás, amiga? So happy to have you here. Hola Gloria, ¿cómo están? Thank you so much to everyone for joining me today. Okay, so you see, I can't see the reflection on my glasses. All right, so we're going to, again, like I was saying, you can cover it up with foam sheet. It's totally up to you, but I'm going to be using clay. So whenever I cover something up that is made out of paper or cardboard or foam, what do we call these? Styrofoam is what I meant to say. I like to use this right here. I am doing good. I'm doing great. Thank you so much. How are you doing? I'm happy that I'm able to come in here. I almost didn't make it también because I have like a list of things that I need to get done. And I was like, oh, I got plenty of time. This was me thinking about this yesterday. I got plenty of time. When I looked at the time, I was like, oh my gosh, no. It's like, I won't have time. I mean, I'll probably do after I'm done. Pero right now, it's like, no, we got to come in here and do this first. All right, so I'm going to make sure that my entire box is covered. And again, this will prevent it from curving, from getting all mushy and what have you. All right, so I'm gonna, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'll cover all of this up, and then I'm just going to trim this off, and then this is going to eat. It's going to sit like that, okay? Want to make sure that it's big, wide enough piece, which it is not. Let me do that again. Is everyone having a lovely Sunday today? Are you resting? Or are you like crafting along with me? Or are you getting ready? Dinner ready, or I don't know what time it is where you're watching this. Right now it's what, 3 o'clock here. So, all right, let me just trim this. I'm actually gonna trim this. You know what? Let me do it now. Yaki. Okay, so if you want, you can also add a foam sheet under here. But to hold that from pulling off, but because I'm going to lay it up here, I don't really have to do that, you know, so it'll just be a waste of foam sheet. Again, it is up to you if you choose to do that, but I want to make sure that this is stretched. This is holding on its own, because otherwise it's going to be hard for me to put that clay, rub that clay on there. Okay. I think I should have gotten a bigger piece. I think I should have gotten a bigger piece. Let me do a little bit bigger. Uh-oh, I'm running out of it. I know. I got more. Hola Ramona, ¿cómo estás? Hola Cecilia, ¿cómo estás? Hola Ivan, how are you ladies doing today? Thank you for joining. Let me get a much bigger piece, and then hopefully that would work better, because I thought that was big enough. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. All right, let's stretch that this way. This way, and measure here. Today we're going to be making the drum for our book, toy drum. Okay, so I need a piece of tape to keep this. I'm just gonna push it down for now. All right. So the colors I want to use today are going to be green. I'm going to lighten this up a bit. And then the pink. Okay, because I think that these colors are going to look great with my book here. If you want to make it traditional, then of course you go with the traditional colors. But these are the colors that I want to do mine, which is the Candyland colors. Okay, so I am going to wrap the whole thing in green, and then in the middle is going to be pink. Not, yes. I didn't, let me see here. How did I do this? Okay. You can do this, if you want to do this with foam sheet rather than clay. If you put the foam sheet inside, for those who are just coming in, and you try to push the box in there, I mean the lid is not going to be, it's going to be very, the foam sheet is a little bit thicker, so it's not going to allow you to push it down, so it will be sitting just on top. You can glue that down right on the top, on the edge there. And if you decide to go with the foam sheet, again, you know, you can add other pieces of foam sheet. You can do like square little pieces. You're just going to have to measure that to make sure that it's the perfect size. Go all the way around, doing like those diamonds, you know, all the way around that pattern. And then you can add whatever you want to it. I thought with mine, I want to cover the whole thing in pink and then do green strips right here on the bottom, I mean on the top and on the bottom. So, and then I'm going to go in with some rope, glitter rope, and then also I want to see if I can do some pink, not pink, but green, what are they called? Rhinestone, I think it's a rhinestone. No, glitter rope and then the rhinestone ribbon. Okay, so I think I'm going to need more clay with this. And this right here, it's a little lighter than the book. So I think that's going to be perfect. Hola Peggy, how are you? ¿Cómo estás? Thank you for joining. Alright, so what we're going to be doing now is just getting the big boy out, and we're going to roll this up. Let me see if I need to move all these things out the way. Now, the boots and the drum is going to be taking a lot of space, and I still need to add my toy sack and my bear, which I'm thinking about adding the toy sack on top of the drum. I don't know if I could probably no, because both of the boots are going to be taking a lot of space. So yeah, I think I'm going to probably wind up doing that. And then inside I want to add my little bear and perhaps another toy. I did say that I was going to make a, what do you call that, top, that toy, I think that's what it's called. I'm going to be adding one in there. And I also want to add, I want my nutcracker to be holding like light bulbs or ornaments. So, and you know, just have the light bulbs hanging, you know, and then just like going around the book or something like that. So it's going to look cute. Again, you know, if like, I'll probably add the bear on here because let me show you, for those that I don't remember if I posted a picture of her or not. I'm so sorry if I did not. Oh, thank you for sprinkling me out. So I'm thinking that maybe I can add the little teddy bear here, but I do want her to be holding the Christmas lights or an ornament. So we'll see. But like I said, if it's going to be placed like that, or I can have them placed like this. I don't know just yet how I'm going to be placing, how I am going to be arranging them on the book, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Okay. Let me see. Okay. As long as I have the top and the sides, I am fine. The bottom, it doesn't matter because it's going to be sitting on the book anyway. But before I do that, I want to make sure if it sits on the book, if it's going to be showing. So here is my book. Yeah, we'll just put this here for now. Here is one boot, and then here is the other boot. So I think this is backwards. This is actually something else. But anyway, So the boot, they can go right there. So do you see how it's not, you won't be able to see the bottom. So it doesn't matter if the bottom is covered or not. Again, it's up to you. But why waste so much clay or foam sheet or whatever? All right, so it's gonna sit like that. And then I think I will have enough space here for the toy sack. So I think the toy sack I'm gonna put, I don't know. Maybe I should put the bear up here. We'll see. Okay, so let's do one thing at a time. Yes, we can arrange all of that once everything is done. That's why I haven't glued them down yet, because I want to make sure that everything is gonna fit. Because I was thinking also about adding Rudolph, but I was like, nah, I think Rudolph, we're gonna have to give him a break. If I do this again, it would be a what do we call it? Traditional, and then I will be adding Rudolph to that. Okay, so here we go. Let me just start pressing it down like that. Thank you. I think it's going to be adorable también. Oh my God, what's going on with me? Cálmate, Maria. You know what it is? I think it's because the Spanish wants to come out and I'm like, no. Pero, let me move this. Spanglish will be coming out. Sorry, that was my calendar right there, sitting in the way. Anyways, so sometimes I have to like fight it. No, hablas inglés. You know, so I'm like, no, you speak whatever comes to you, however it comes out. Okay. I'm just gonna cut this. I'm cutting it a couple of inches longer because I want to wrap it underneath, okay? And then I'm just going to smooth those out. Don't push down too much because then you're pulling the clay down, and that's not good. Because then you'll rip your clay. Alright, this is too thick, so I'm going to cut some of this off. Last time I had that in my clay, and I was like, oh no. So are you ladies crafting, or you're just sitting, relaxing? I bet how many of you are crafting today? Let me see some hands. I want to make sure that I smooth all of this out and that there's no bubbles in here. And I'm still going to trim some of this off. So I want to make sure first that it's all covered up. And you see how I slightly pulled too hard? It's okay. I'm going to add the ribbon on there, so that should be fine. Making, oh, card making. Oh, you're working? Relaxing, watching music. Ah, thank you. Oh, Yvonne, you're so sweet. Thank you. So happy you're here. Card making. You know, I did card making way back in the day. But I stopped because I fell in love with the foam sheet. And you know what? I have lots and lots of, what do you call those stamps? The plastic ones. This is, not this right here, but I have like the stamp blocks, and that's where I still have them because of that. Yeah, so. They're just sitting there. But I have so many, and then oh my gosh, I don't know how much money I put into that. Hola Debbie, ¿cómo estás? amiga. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo te está yendo? Okay, so I think this should be good. The scissors are way too big. Where are my other ones at? Yes, girl. It's Christmas on Sunday. Christmas on a Sunday. Trying to finish my book because what do we got? 3 Sundays already? Yeah, I'm hoping I'm able to finish it today. If not, then next Sunday for sure. Okay, so I'm just trimming off this extra clay here. It's too much clay. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. All crafting supplies are expensive. Exactly. But I think I need to start selling them because I have so much, you know, when I used to do my junk journal. And then I tried making cards just for a little bit, not a lot. Like I didn't share that with anyone. That was just by myself here. But then like I said, I fell in love with the clay. Clay is so therapeutic, so soft, easy on my hands. You're on your way to the ranch? Oh, girl. Well, stay hydrated, girl. Listening on the drive. Okay, well, drive safe también. I have to put gas in my car. It's just reminding me that también. All right, so that should be good. Okay. Any small little light dents in there, I'm not going to worry about them because obviously they're going to, once it dries up, they're going to erase, which is always a good thing. And that's why I love the clay. Okay, so let me just put this back in this bag for now. And then close that up. Alright, so I was going to use the clay, but I can also do this and then add that like that all the way around. So I think that would be cute. And then add it down here as well. Now, I cut some strips off, earlier, and I don't know if this is going to be long enough now because looking at the clay, and I think this is a little bit too high. I think they're too short, I meant to say. And then the ribbon is not as wide as the lid, so I think I might have to cut these again. And I'm going to need at least about 15 pieces. So I think that should be, I think that's going to look cute. Yeah. You can add the clay if you want. Again, it's up to you. If you rather do the clay, the strip of clay rather than the ribbon. Okay, so let me just cut this here. And then what I love about this ribbon is that you can stretch it out just a bit in case you cut it a little bit too small. You can always stretch it out. Just all right. And then of course it already has the adhesive tape on there. Maybe. Okay, I was about to say I cut my nails yesterday, and I'm like, oh my gosh, don't tell me they come too soon. All right, so let me wrap this around here, around there. See, I cut it way too long. That's okay. We can just wrap it around like that. Okay, I got uno. Let's do the second one. I want to make sure. Okay, and then the next one. Oh, I don't know why, but it's giving me a cake vibe. What do you think? Or is it that I'm just hungry? I skipped lunch today, so. Just had the French toast and my coffee, and that was it. All right, let's add this one It's getting cloudy out there, so I'm hoping it doesn't starts to rain that I lose power, which I wasn't aware that it was supposed to be raining today. Okay. Let's put that back there. All right. So I think it's cute. It's cute. All right. So now these I just trimmed them, but like I said, they're way too short. That one actually looks big enough size, but this one for sure is way too short. So I think I cut these 1.5 inches, so I'm gonna have to cut 2 inches. See, and I love this one, and this is what I wanted to use, but this is all I have, and this is not gonna give me 15. So I think this one here will. That one is long enough. So I'm going to cut 2 inches long. Just want to make sure. Yeah, 2 inches long each piece, and I'm going to need 15 of these. Okay. Dos. Tres. Count with me, everyone. Come on. Cuatro. Hola, little sis. How are you? Oh, goodness. That's what it's starting to get cloudy here, and I'm hoping I don't lose internet. Because after this, I still have to make well, the video doesn't matter, you know, the internet, because when I make my video, I don't need the internet for that, but I need to make a video. Hola, Joanne, how are you? ¿Cómo están? Yeah, it's loading it up where I do need the internet. Okay, vamos. So, after I finish this book, I was thinking about coming back in here and we can, I don't know, do y'all want to continue doing Christmas, for me to continue doing Christmas, or would y'all rather I jump to, or go back to, I don't know, Halloween, or I don't know, which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I'm at 11. Wait, I lost my count. Was it 11 or 12? I think it was 12, no? Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna believe it. This is bigger. Oh my gosh. No, you know what? I'm gonna do it this way. That's okay. I'm going this way. Oh goodness. Well, stay indoors. Stay indoors. Okay, so my rope, I'm going to use this silicone glue. I'm hoping that this works. Because if I use the crazy glue, well, my fingers are gonna get. And ya me conocen. Hola Lulu, ¿cómo estás? Feliz domingo. ¿Cómo te ha ido? Okay, so I need to poke a hole in this thing right here. Pull that out. ¿Cómo te ha ido? Okay, so yeah, I cut these way too big, but we're gonna have to do. It's gonna have to do. All right, so I'm just gonna lay this like that. These are gonna be long ones. Okay, maybe I did not need so many. Ay, Dios mío, María. It's okay. I can always use these for something else. Okay. I've been meaning to get the glue for rhinestones, and I'm like, it's in my cart. I have not went in there and hit supply. I mean, hit supply. It's, you know, pay for it. So I don't know what the heck am I doing waiting too long for. Okay. There goes the first one. Oh, that's working good. Okay. That works good. I'm doing good. I hate that tomorrow's Monday. I have to go back to work. Boo. But hey, gotta pay the bills, right? So gotta suck it up and go to work. I'm telling you, I need to play the lotto for sure, and then so I can retire early. But then again, I don't know if I'll be retiring if I were to win the lotto. No sé. Yes, I don't know. The business or the hotel was sold, so it's under new management. I tell you what, stuff like that makes people like me become alcoholics. But I'm not. So I have like, no, Maria, just don't do it, girl. It's not worth it. That hangover is not worth it. But hopefully things will get settled down. Hola Desiree, ¿cómo estás? Gracias por conectarte. Yeah, so far I think it's, no, that one. Need to hold that one down a little bit more. Yeah, but I guess that's all jobs, yeah? When there's a takeover, you know. You said, I guess because I was so used to the other way that now new policies and all of that, that's what's throwing me off. And, oh, well. There are times that I just want to walk out. Like, but I don't, because I haven't won the lotto, so I still have to suck it up and go to work the next day. Maybe. If y'all win the lotto, can y'all send me some money? If you ever win the lotto, send me some money. I gotta do a fund, what do you call those? Fund Maria. Send Maria some money so she can quit. Oh my goodness. And then I can craft all day. Ooh, I would love that. Crafting all day. Yes, that would be so much fun. Then I'll for sure I will finish all of my little projects here. Okay. So this glue it's holding on. So this is what we got so far. As you can see, it is not straight. Let me straighten that a little bit more. Let me straighten it up. I wonder if that other glue that is for rhinestones, does that dry quick? How many have y'all used it before? I don't remember the name of it, pero it's supposed to be for rhinestones. And it's looking away. Bend these a little bit more like this. Okay. Le echamos un poco. I like this glue because it works great for foamed sheet, styrofoam glue. Foam clay, rhinestones. I just have to hold it, obviously. and my fingers don't get stuck together. Which is something that crazy glue does. I don't like it. Hola Marta, ¿cómo estás? Gracias por conectarte. Okay, so I think, here we go. All right, so let's see, 1, 2, and then 3. No, this, I have to hold it a little longer. Okay. I think for this, I have no patience whatsoever. You know, standing still and holding the glue, holding the little piece down until the glue hold. I thought I saw, you know, like, how can you see me? The door's closed. Like, did he sneak in here without me realizing? But yeah, like I was saying, the only thing I don't have patience is, you know, waiting for this glue to hold my little piece together. Hola Tocaya, ¿cómo estás? Okay. Yeah, a ver. Like this. Okay, and almost done. I think maybe I'm gonna have to use one of the small ones. I think, yeah. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo te ha ido? You ready to go back to work, girl? I wanted to make a girly drink today, and I was like, no sé, no sé. Maybe if I would have used hot glue, this probably would hold a lot quicker. Tengo que esperar. Hola Joanne, ¿cómo estás? Oh, Joanne, ya te saludé, pero I'll say hi to you again. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Got some things done today in the morning, and I still have more to do, but I'm doing good. I was gonna go for a walk today, and I was like, I'll wait till tomorrow. Because today I wanted to catch up on my reading. You know. So I'm like, let me do that today, this morning. Reading my Bible. So, happy with that. And, I'm always so busy. If it's not work, isn't here, and then I don't get to reading the Bible, and I was like, you know what? No, we're putting that to the side. We're gonna put that to the side. It's gonna have to wait. Not looking to, girl, that makes 2 of us. I was just saying earlier, it's like I need to win the lottery, or somebody needs to win the lottery and then send me some money. Okay, so there we go. I think that looks cute. I'll push this up. All right, so let's see, where's the even side. Okay, so this is these right here. I think they're straight. All right, so now we got our drum. We are going to put this to the side, and then let's start. Okay, so this glitter rope and this rhinestone ribbon, they throw a lot of these little rhinestones, and they're so small. We want to make sure that they are not in the clay. Okay. A lot of little pieces, All right, so we are going to be making now, I need to going to be making now our bag, and I thought about making our bag. Let's see, should we make it purple or should we make it blue? So let me show you. Lavender. I need to grab more. Or should we make it this blue? I think this is a little bit too dark, so I think maybe purple. I think we should go with purple, yeah, because these are the colors that I'm using. Okay, so I think this is way too dark, so I'm thinking light lavender. So I think lavender will look cute. What do y'all say? Yes or no? Because I also, let me see what this. No, I think this is. I'm already using that color there, so I think maybe purple should be good. And I wish. Okay, so I want to add not a gold, you know, the string, the rope that goes around. Let me grab the purple first, the clay. So and by the way, I'm in my pajamas, so don't laugh, please. Today is a somewhat lazy day. Getting out of my pajama day. Okay, so oh, this is cute. I think we'll use this one. This gives me the cotton candy vibe. I think this is cute. Purple, lavender, yes. Can you line up the blue? I could, pero I'm thinking that maybe because ya tengo azul aquí, but I could have lightened that blue up. Let me. Okay. So, all right. So, how about if I use these two together? I don't know where I got this from. Maybe this came from Timo. I don't know. But Debbie girl, do you sell this rope, this color? See, it's giving me that cotton candy vibe. And I think those two will look cute together. Yes? Debbie girl, do you have this color right here? If you do, mándame. Because I need some of that, girl. I need some of that color. I need a lot. A lot. That, and actually there's other colors that I was looking at and I do not have. Si tienes purple, también necesito purple. Girl, you know what? I'm just going to place an order with you. But if you have it, yay. Because I'm running out of white clay también. And I don't remember which other color. Okay, so I think maybe, let me see. Should this, I think we need to make it a little bit bigger. All right. So, she's actually driving, so she's either watching, but she can't, or she's listening. One of those two. She's on her way to the ranch. Girl does not take a day off. And you can't take a day off when you have a ranch, you know. Okay, so this looks like it's going to be a little bit too small. Now, when it comes to using a lot of clay, if you have old clay sitting around, this is where we say, you know, make molds of whatever that you think you might be making in the future. And then just cover that mold with the actual color that you need. And I did not do that. So, with that being said, I am going to use some of this. Also, what I could do is use a foam ball and then just cover up my foam ball. But I don't know if I have a foam ball this big. I think the size I have is, you know what, let me grab one. Let me see, because the styrofoam ball that I have, that I have, I believe it is a size 2. I don't think I have anything bigger than that, but a size 2 is not big enough. The other that I do have, it's way too big. Oh, you know what? I have one here, and I can just cover this one up. Okay. This is actually a smooth foam ball that I had covered up in pink. I don't know what I was going to do with this, but it's covered up. So you see this is a little bit smaller. What I was going to do with this one that I can't do with this one, because this is the styrofoam, you know, that, I don't know what type of, is there a name for this type of styrofoam? Anyways, I was going to push it down where it keeps it from rolling. Which this one, it's, do you see that one? But I guess that's fine. And then I could just put that, like the open bag, you know, part of the bag sitting up here. We're going to do that anyway. Let's see if we can do this. We're going to roll this out. Let's hope this works. Because, I mean, I could just use the foam. And this is already heavy. Let's clean this up. Hola, Nayeli, ¿cómo estás? Feliz domingo. Feliz domingo, feliz domingo. Gracias por estar aquí. Okay, ¿qué horas son? Alright. Let's roll this out. Alright. The only thing about this right here, this toy sack is going to be round and not almost looking like we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. Wait a minute, let me see. Is it? See? No, because see, it's too small. I'm not gonna be able to see it unless I place it on top of the toy sack. It's gonna be too small. It's gonna be too small. Okay, we're gonna go for it. We're going to go for it. We're going to grab the old clay. Give me 1 minute. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. The only problem about this is that because it's so much clay, it's gonna take time to dry. So it might, this is like old clay. So I think this should be enough. So yeah, see, this old clay is drying up. So let me just try to mold this as much as I can. Or condition the clay, I meant to say. Not that it matters, because if it starts to crack, I don't care, because I'm going to wrap it with this one. Okay. And then let's start making like a big, huge teardrop. Okay. See, so it doesn't have to be a perfect, because, you know, we have to, you know, remember toys are in there, so it's never a round, perfect toy set, you know. So if it's weird shape or whatever, it's because of the toys. They're all stuck in there. All right. Okay, so I think this is going to be big enough. The only other thing I could do is like this. Okay, so this goes there, this goes here, that goes there, and then the toy set can sit right here. Ooh. Okay, let's move this off the way. It's there. All right, so I think a little bit more. Oh my goodness, this is would have been a nice round tortilla. My tortillas are not round. You know, different shapes. Okay, let's see here. Hopefully this is the center. Nope. Not enough. Stretch it up more. Oh, look at that. It was just cloudy. Now the sun came back out. That's Florida. Probably raining across the street. You were just thinking what? La tortilla? She's making tortillas. Right? Girl, I think the most that I could make without getting tired would have been 12. And then from there I'd be like, nah. When my mom would ask me like, make 3 dozen, I was like, what? You know, so, because I have brothers, and my brothers, obviously, they ate a lot. So I had to almost make like a dozen for each brother. And that's not counting my father and the rest of us. So, and you would think that with so many times I would do it, it would have been a perfect tortillas. I make, but they never did. So I think this is good. You have never made tortillas? Really? No, see, it's still too small. Girl, that's the only time my mom would trust me near the stove. Otherwise, she would not trust me at all getting close to that stove. I tasted some of those tortillas. I don't know if you, there's some that are like, I think they're called abrilla, and it's flour and corn tortilla mixed together. I didn't like, yeah, no. Not a big fan of that. I tasted some that were made out of corn, and those were pretty good. But this new one, I was like, I don't know. You always bought them? No. My mom taught me how to make them from scratch, and I taught my son how to make them from scratch too. I'm like, don't go buying those ones from the store we made. Now, if it's one of these restaurants or smaller stores like Mexican stores, then yes, because they make them there. I will get them. But if it's like the ones from the supermarket, nope, nope. All right, so I think this is good enough. Let me just do this. Yeah, so I'm just gonna wrap this up like this, just like that. Open this up. We're not gonna trim none of that off because we need that. This right here, I wanna blend that in so it won't look like that. And at the same time, I'm just going to be pushing up all of this clay. Just rubbing that in there. Just like so. Here as well. There. Okay. I want to add glitter to this. I don't know why. Sorry, but I was getting thirsty. All right, so we can add our rope now. Let's see here. How big is that? I think that would be cute enough there. Yes, cut that. I don't know. Maybe I'll have enough time to finish it today. Okay, so we're going to glue that. Let me see. I want to choose this is going to go right front side. Okay, I want to open that up. I think I'm going to do my bear there. Yeah, and then my toys like hanging out. Right? It's perfect. And believe it or not, but there's no purple in this. At least I don't see any. I think it's just blue and pink. But it looks like there's purple in there. So I think it's perfect. As I was asking Debbie if she had this color. Okay, so vamos. Okay. Add this glue all the way around. But I can see it can hold really good. Alright. Oh, thank you, Iris. Gracias. Okay, so I'm gonna roll these up. Maybe. I think they have, do they have, no, they don't have wire, but I could put some wire in there, but because this is way too small, I don't know if there's anything that small that I might have here. But anyways, sorry, too late. Let me add more on top. Okay. And now I have glue in my hands. Okay. Alright, so that is another one done. Yes. Yes, yes. And no. I need to hold that first. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be making is my bear. And I'm going to need the brown one, and I did not need this color. Well, actually, I'm going to be using this color. Okay, so let's see here. We got our drums. Let's see here, and then the boots. What is this called? The nutcracker. So we're gonna need the bear in the top, the toy. It's gonna see here. Okay, so we're just gonna place this to the side, and as we saw, this is how easy this was to make. Nothing to it. But this much clay will take some time to get fully dry, especially on the inside. All right, so I'm gonna leave like that. We're gonna. This one is dropping a lot of these little rhinestones come in. So we're just gonna, I'm gonna put this one here. Okay, so here we go with our bear. And then I have some mix of brown here. 2 color tone. Alright, I'm just gonna mix these two together. Look at this. Been on here for an hour. And then, let's see here. And don't forget, tomorrow, Debbie's group comes in, and that is Debbie's Bright Ideas. Is it Bright Ideas early group? Oh, I forgot. She was like, Maria, seriously, Maria, I can't with you anymore. Oh, Oh, you're at the beach. Wow. Nice. Finishing up my book. Thank you for being here, Pamela. Okay. So, with my bear, well, let's see how big do we want it. Bear's going to sit right there. Or should we could sit it on the... You know what? We can sit the bear right here. Yes. All right. So I think the bear should be this big. Okay. So we're gonna use this big. Let's get some of that. Okay. So that's the legs, the arms. Let me see how big. It was the other arm. Okay. I do not know how much that is. I'm hoping they're somewhat the same size. But we are going to make sure before we put them together. Alright. So the body we're just going to make again. Okay. We're making the teardrop. This is going to be the body. Want to make sure that there's no lines in here. Mira, this is why. Do you see the little stone right there? I didn't clean it up good enough. But that's okay. That's at the bottom. We're not gonna worry about that. All right. Vamos a ver if there's any lines. Yeah, todavía un poquito. If there's some in the front, I really don't care because I am going to place another piece of clay up there. So it's pretty much the back side that I want to make sure. Okay. Then we're going to push it down, make it almost look like a pear shape. Okay, so there's that. Let me see. Let me get my measuring tool because I have it here and I never use it. And I don't know what's going on. I still have like, well, they gave me the COVID shot ever since, I don't know, it's been a year now that it hurts when I raise my arm like right there. Okay, so that's, I don't think these are the same size. Okay. Not really. I have it. Either I eyeball it. You know how our mom showed us how to eyeball things. This one is a little bit too much. Or if I use this right here. If I remember. Or if you want to be right on the dot, you can use your little, oops, weight scale. We're gonna see. Okay, so the first one weighs 7 grams. The second one, 9 grams. The stick, no, 6 grams. 6 grams. 9. Ah! Perfect. Okay. So these are the bigger ones. So these are going to be the legs, and then these little ones, the 6, are going to be the arms. Yeah, like I said, if I remember, I'll bring it out. This is my hair. If I remember, I'll bring it out and I use it. Otherwise, like I said, I eyeball it. You know. Or that Okay, I want to make sure that there's no lines in this one because this will be showing and I won't be able to hide this. Unless there is, that could always be like the bottom part of the leg. Okay, and then let's make the leg. That's one, like a big teardrop. Teardrops, okay, and then I'm just going to squish or start pushing it in this way so it can look like this. There, like that, curving. No. You can push this down like that so the bottom can be flat, or you can use something like this, which is this is some plastic clear acrylic frame, whatever it is. But I did see them at the Dollar Tree, so maybe that's where I got them from. I got it from. And I'm here thinking it came from a picture frame. Okay. Alright, so there goes the first one, there goes the second one. We're going to attach that. Let's make it a little bit. That look like a little bit too chunky. Ay, Dios mío, I just pushed that in. Alright, let's do this again. So there's the legs, right? You want to make sure that this part right here is flat. So we're going to go in there. We're going to add some little small clays in there. And then now we're going to add the arms. Another teardrop. Make a little bit longer. Okay, so let's see. Want to make sure they're the same height as well, or the length, not height, but length. Flatten that down a bit. Flatten this down a bit as well, and then we're going to do the same thing. Now for the head, because the clay is heavy, I want to add like a piece of stick in there. I don't have any more toothpicks, so I have these, what are these things called? They're not chisel, well yeah, they're chisel pop sticks. I don't know what this is. Oh, yeah, but anyway, that's going to hold the head from leaning forward and going back. I just hope it doesn't squishes. Not too heavy for the body. Okay, so there he is. He's coming along. Maybe let's take some of this off because he still needs some ears. And then a nose, or where the part of the mouth is at. Okay, so I think that should be. I think that should be good enough. I'm just pulling this out. Sorry, I'm thirsty again. Whew. Okay. Now with the head, you want to make sure that again there's no lines. If you do see one or two, and they're not that deep, don't worry about it. They will disappear once it dries up. But if you see that there's some deep and you can't seem to get it out, that's going to be the front because we're going to cover that up. Okay? And that, I want to make it a little darker. or a little lighter. Okay, that's gonna go there. Is it me or does the head looks too small for the body? Let's make it a little bigger. We're gonna put this together. Yeah, I'll just get more clay out. So I'm gonna have to line it up. Okay. All right. Okay, and thank you to everyone who is still here with me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all for hanging out with me. All right, so I think that should be good. Okay, so let's see here. Is this big enough? It's probably a little bit too big. Too long, I mean. I'm gonna have to just... Where is my... Sorry. Get those out. Okay. Where'd it go? I'm gonna cut this up a bit. Is the head still too small? Do I think the head is too small? Should I make it a little bit bigger? Let me bring it back this way. Do you think the head is too small? It looks like he's lopsided there. Okay. Push that down. Hola Betsy, ¿cómo estás? I just saw this. Okay. Alright, there we go. Let's make the ears. Oh, does it look too small? No, it's good. No, it's just right. Does it look too small? It could be a little bit bigger, right? But I feel like his legs and his this are too big. But he's a teddy bear. It's okay. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna go like that. It could be a little bit bigger. Yes, you're right. Okay, so I'm just gonna flatten that. I'm gonna put that there. Actually, before I do that, I need to add the other. What's gonna go in the middle? I mean inside. This is big head, little body. Reminds me of that character on Beetlejuice. What's the name of that one character? It's Bob. I think that was his name, Bob. He had a big old body and a little head. Yeah, remember that? Beetlejuice? Bob? Actually, I watched it last week, and there will be no longer Bob. Bob will no longer be around. Also, and the other movie that I'm actually waiting for, it's not a movie, it's a series. Stranger Things. Have y'all seen that one? I've been waiting and waiting, and I'm like, and then they said that it's not coming out until November. I'm like, what? November? And I'm sure y'all know why I like watching Stranger Things. Because nothing but the 80s in there. So with the ears, all I'm doing is just making like a round ball and just pushing it. Pushing my thumb in there. So try to, these are going to go on the side like that. Okay, and let me get some, let me see, I think I'm going to use this color right here. I don't know. Actually, this is cookie dough. None of y'all have watched Stranger Things? It comes on Netflix. It's about a bunch of young kids that well, what is it about? Bunch of young kids that I think the little girl, I don't think she's possessed. I think she's from another, is it from another world? Or I don't know how it started with the little girl. But I think she ran away. I think she was like, I think they, ¿cómo se dice? They created her like that or something? Okay, ahí estamos. And then this right here, I'm also going to be adding it here, and we still need to add this little spot. Okay. Just gonna make little balls, and then I'm just gonna, again, be using my thumb, or my finger, my index finger, and I'm just gonna place that right there. Place this one. I feel like this one is a little bit. Allí. And that one also. Push it there. I hope. Okay. Let me move this way so I can see better like that. I'm going to add 3 little ones up here. Those are going to be his little toes. Okay, and then just 3 little ones. And those are going, I'm going to have to turn them around because I can't see. And he is pretty heavy, so he as well will be taking some time to dry. Dos, tres, dos y tres. Let's push this down. Oh no. Dos. Tres. Ah, no. Too far. Hard. Ahí está. Tres. Okay, you don't have to put the 3. You can just do the bottom ones if you want. that is up to you. I'm not gonna add the 3 up here. Or maybe I should, right? Maybe if I take those off. What do you guys think? I don't want to press too hard on that in case I change my mind. I think that'll be cute. Oh, we'll just leave it like that. Yeah, okay. All right, so I need to mix more. Lighten that up a bit. I don't need that much. Just let me mix this up quick. So that it's okay. So I was only planning to be in here for an hour, and it looks like I passed my hour. Alright, let me see. It's the same color? It looks like. It's big here. Yeah. Okay, so I want to make him a little boy. Because I'm always making little girls. I want a little boy. So I want to add like a little bow right here. Oh, and I still need to add the lighter color in there. Let me see if this is big enough. Too big. Oh my gosh, I'm getting the Ewoks vibe. Yeah, I remember the Ewoks. Is it Ewoks? Ewoks? From, what is the name of Star Wars? Ewoks. Okay, so now I'm just gonna push it in there. I feel like this is probably a little bit too big. No, it's not. Let's just push it down. Maybe it is a little bit too big. Ooh, almost said a bad word. Almost said a bad word. Almost said a bad word. Oh my goodness. Almost said a bad word. Maria. Not on Sunday. Not on Sunday. Let's do that again. Okay. So it's almost like a not a teardrop. What do you call that? Gumdrop? Let's press that down. All right, here we go again. Not today, Satan. Not today. And then right here, I'm just pushing down so when it dries up, it won't lift and there won't be a gap. So just with my finger, I'm trying to push that down really good. Flatten it up a bit. Alright, vamos a ver, where's that other one? And then with the tool, where's that? I have all my tools out here. You see, this is wide enough. So with this tool right here, I don't know if you can see that too. Okay, right there. I'm gonna push that in, give him his mouth. I'm gonna grab my other tool. Right here. Push that in. Okay. I'm going to grab we're gonna make his nose. Should the nose be? I think that'll be cute. Okay, so he's coming along. We just had to trust the process. Alright, and let's roll this out. So we want to add that in the center, and I don't think I have. I'm gonna use this one here, this teardrop shape. And then we're gonna cut the top off, clean the edges. Gracias, Joanne. Thank you. All right, let me try to pull this almost into an oval shape. And we could have added this first before adding the legs and the arms, but Maria was not thinking about that. And then of course this part right here, you want to make sure that it's pushed down on the ends. I'm going to use this tool, try to see if I can push that down. My hand is shaking because I had 2 cups of coffee, and I'm hoping that I'm able to sleep tonight, because when I have too much coffee lately, I cannot. Alright. Adorable. Thank you, Cecilia. Okay, so for the eyes, let me see that I still have a chance to push one there, one there. Okay, we're going to get some black beads that I did not grab. Excuse me for a minute. Black beads, hey? Where are my black beads at? Black beads. Okay. I didn't open this right. Ay, Dios mío. Maria, take it easy, girl. Take it easy. Ven aquí. I can't have these drop on the floor either, because Marshmallow lately he's been acting up. He comes in my room and he sees yeah, I know those the paper toilet rolls. Well, the big ones, the ones for the hands, I have some of those, and he loved. I think the eyes are way too small. I think I need to make those bigger. The eyes are way too small. And anyway, so he's been grabbing those, and he's already tore like 3 of them. Mira, no, like I said, so I have to make sure that I pick everything up. And then I caught him eating a piece of clay that had fell, and I didn't see it. It was already dried up. I was like, oh my gosh. So I had to stick my finger in there and yank it up. Like, no. Like, behave yourself. Okay, that one was too small, and I'm not going to get up again to grab the other bigger size. I'll just use this little bit of clay in here. Hola, Tammy. No, no te preocupes. You're fine, girl. Happy birthday. I don't know who to, but happy birthday. Gracias. So let's make the eyes a little bit bigger. Don't worry, girl. I'll send it over to YouTube so you can watch it in a bigger screen. This one is way too small. And thank you to everyone again for hanging out with me on this beautiful Sunday. Hola, Trina. How are you? Okay, so I think this size will probably be a little bit better. Just flatten those down a bit. Better. Okay, so I think I am going to be adding dots right there, just so you can look like. I mean, again, you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm gonna give them a belly button. Little belly button. So, and then I just have the clay here that my old little bow. I'm gonna add the little bow because this is the largest one that I have. The other ones were a little bit too small. It's cute. I think the ears probably should have been a little bit higher. Your grandson's birthday. Oh, happy birthday to your grandbaby. Okay. So I think I am going to be adding both of the ones with me. Alright. So this is what we have so far. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing the toy top. Well, for the toy bag. Oh, and then the light bulbs. So real quick, I'm going to show you the light bulbs. How I make my light bulbs. And then we're going to be adding those two también. I also, let's do one of each. And then I'm going to need some. I'm going to actually make like 2 of each of the colors that I have here to add to my book, okay? Thank you, Betsy. Okay, so again, you can use your spoons, measuring spoons, to measure all of your light bulbs, because you do want to make those the same size. Or you can use your measuring tool. So this is what, 40 millimeters? Okay, so that is like half. I think it's gonna have to be more. Or if you have, this way they'll all be perfect. Gracias, Joanne. Thank you. All right, so let's see here. What size do we want? So let me show you. I made some already. Okay, and then this right here is an 8 grams. Okay. So again, you can just, I think I probably too much. Or do what I do is eyeball it. All right, so very easy. You make a teardrop. Yeah, remember the teardrop. And then you get a piece of white clay and you just make a ball and you flatten it with your thumb, and that's the top of your light bulb. And then you go in with your tool and you just make little lines, and they do not have to be perfect lines, you know, because if you look at a light bulb, they are not. Found another bead. Okay, so there's my light bulb. Flatten it. You use your hand, almost again looking like a little pear or a teardrop, whichever. Okay. Need some more clay. Flattening that, depending on how high you want the top, this piece to be. Placing it there, grabbing it too, and just making lines. And this is how easy and quick these light bulbs are to make. Okay, so I want to add glitter on mine, so I'm going to make these first, and then I'm just going to add the glitter all on them, so I can add them all at the one shot. Okay, hasta que ya. Since I have some glitter already in there, I'm just gonna roll this around in this tray that I have here that is full of glitter, and that will save the process a little bit there. All right, so I got that right there. Okay, so I am going to go, but first I'm going to show you. We're going to go right ahead and start placing these on here. The fairy green, yes. So okay, so here is the stamp. I want that to show somewhat. So she's going to go here. I'm going to glue her down. And then this one is going to be glued down as well. This is styrofoam, not styrofoam, but cardboard. And then what I'm going to do is, like I said, the rest I am going to make the light bulbs. Oh, and let me show you how I make. It's very easy to add the string. Now you will need to wait until the string or the extension cord for the light bulb it is completely dry before you attach it. And of course you're gonna have to figure out how do you want to add yours. You can either add it all just dangling around here the book, but I want her to hold, I want some of them to be like hanging over her arm, and at the same time I also want her to be holding onto an ornament. So I think I have one here that I found that I made from something else. No, I do not. I thought I did, but I do not. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, I have one here. So she's gonna, so this, you roll a ball, and then you just make a long rope, not a rope, worm shape, and you just wrap it, and that's it. That's how you do it. So she's going to be holding on to one of these right here. I'm gonna have to glue this down, and then the string or the extension cord, not the extension cord, but the cord, my light bulb is going to be hanging. So there's going to be light bulbs hanging like all the way around and what have you. Once I am done, I will take a picture and I will share that with you. Thank you. This, I'm going to add glue. Let me see here. I think this is going to have to go like right here. It's going to have to go this way. Yeah, this is going to have to go there because it won't fit over here. So, but I don't like that because it's covering up the boots. So maybe I made it too big. Or this one, let me push this back. I want it there. It's going to sit like that. All right, so let me glue on this right here. And then we are going to be done with our Christmas book, Nice and Naughty book. Nice. Don't know yet if I want to come back on Sunday and continue doing Christmas or not, or maybe change it up a bit, do something else. Okay, and then my little bear, I'm gonna wait for him to completely dry. Okay, the little bear, I'm gonna sit him here. He's actually the only dark thing up here because everything else is light, or maybe here. I can probably sit him there. You know, so even out. Or maybe there. I don't know yet. I know, mira, oh my goodness, I forgot my toy sack. No. Okay, the toy sack is gonna have to be sitting. It's gonna have to sit something like that. It's gonna have to sit there because it's. I thought maybe it would fit back here, but I don't know. It's gonna have to sit like that. But I also want this to dry because I want it to look like, well, like that. So it's gonna have to sit like this. I'm gonna add some toys in here, the toy top. And the toy top is, again, you're gonna make a big teardrop shape and then just add a little thingamajigger that pushes it up and down. But anyways, my friends, thank you so much. I'm gonna wait for this to completely dry and then I'm gonna take a picture. So the picture, by the time this dries up, I'm thinking, well, somewhat, because it usually takes up a week, especially when this heavy clay. So maybe I'll be posting it like around, I don't know, Friday. If not, then, you know, if it's sooner, hopefully, as soon as this dries somewhat, then I can start adding them. But yes, this is what we did. And this is all going to be added. And then, of course, I'm going to finish. I'm gonna make ornaments, and then any space that they will be or whatever, I think I'm gonna add some like that, and then so I'm just gonna make sure that the book is covered up with things here and there, whatever. But yeah, then I think maybe I should add some here and just stack one on top of the other. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, my friends, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm glad you love it. Thank you. Gracias, Tammy. Gracias, Iris. Thank you so much, ladies. thank you so much also to everyone who came in here and has been with me from the beginning. Thank you again for hanging in there with me. I know it's almost been an hour, 2 hours. And then again, I appreciate every single one of you. I'm running out of space. But until the next time, which will be on Wednesday, and I will be with the Bright Ideas Creators and Marketplace. I will see you then. So stay safe, be kind, have a great Sunday. Have a blessing Sunday. Thank you. Oh, I still need more to finish. I mean, need more to do, but yes, I can't wait until I finish it. And I feel like I want to add, before I go, I feel like I don't know, maybe should I add like a bookmark? I don't know. No lo sé, no lo sé. Or maybe the stick for the drum set? I don't know. We'll see. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But thank you to all of you for hanging out with me también. So until the next time, my friends, stay safe, be kind, bye. And little hearts, even though my thing is not working. Adios. Let me move this and reach on over, turn it up. Bye.